Hey everybody, POA here. We're back with one of my favorite products they come out with in the last couple of years. Festival in a Box, which I think has been an absolute home run of a product. I've bought a lot of them at this point. Um, I enjoy it every single time, even if I go to complete Pound Town, like I did when they did the Chaos Packs, the 24 Chaos Draft packs, which I got like nothing in those 24 packs. So we're gonna do the most recent one. I totally forgot I did order the J Howell one. And is this the stupid pencil? Like, this is a real thing. Really? This was the giveaway? Was a free freaking black pencil with secret layer on there? Oh, God, wizards. I thought that was just a goof. Anyway, currently drinking some Penelope Rio. Okay. It's extremely sweet finished bourbon. Kind of nice on a hot summer day like this for a bourbon. Not something I can see myself drinking all the time, because it is definitely over the top sweet. But that's what happens when you finish in honey and amburana barrels. Good proof point, though. I'll give it that. So, neat thing, kind of thing I would like to share. All right, let's pop this open, and then we'll also look at the J Howell. Okay, promos. I forgot what was in there. That was good, right? Yeah, this whole thing was good. And of course, the mystery box number 2. I just want to say, we're currently sitting in a timeline where I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh or if I'm supposed to cry. For instance, a post this morning on Reddit about somebody asking the community what are they supposed to do to be able to sell off their festival in a box that they ordered. And I can't help to be like, wait a minute. Are you another one of those flippers who came in just because Final Fantasy was so hot and you think everything is all the time? Okay, why don't you just go ahead and sell it for what you paid? I know, there's people that really don't agree with me on such matters like that, but that's okay. Anyway, got cardboard all over the place. The box was full with some packing materials that have left a bit of a mess. All right, so first off, what was inside of here? Okay, these were the sweet promos. All right, so all-you-can-eat buffet. Okay. Sliver Hive, that's an absolute banger. And Ugin the Spirit Dragon, an absolute banger. That's right. Those are a couple of outstanding promos, which partially made this whole thing a good drop. Let's open the J Howell one. Then I might run these cards to the side really quick and make space for the Mystery Booster 2. Okay, that must be the secret card on top. All right, just probably a zombie because that's what they've been doing. Yep, Haven Ghoul Lich in the old bordered foil. Agent of Treachery. I enjoyed the Bob Burgers art. Like, I really liked the secret layer, and so I just had them shipped at the same time. I didn't run out to buy the J Howell secret layer, but Priest of Forgotten God's a card I play with quite a bit. Treasonous Ogre. Uncivil Unrest, another very good card. And Marchesa the Black Rose. Yeah, I can see why that secret layer didn't sell particularly well, but I like it. That is one of those cases that if you really enjoy it, buy it. Hold on. Now let's open Slay the Day. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly run these over to the side there to make space for the Mystery Booster 2. Oh yeah, Marwyn the Nurturer in this sweet treatment. These rainbow foil? Oh, even better. They are. Marwyn the Nurturer. Is it Lysa? I don't know. Shroud of Dusk, which is an awesome card. Oloro. And Sithis in the awesome treatment. Oh, Stitcher Supplier old bordered foil. Cool. Not one of the big bangers that you can't actually get out of that slot, but I'll take it. I'll take a Stitcher Supplier. That Sithis is awesome. Super playable commander card. In fact, I wonder if it'll become modern playable with all the Final Fantasy stuff that's come out. I don't know. I don't know modern as well. So, okay. So the main event, we're going to get into the Mystery Booster 2. So of course, there's a whole bunch of absolute. It's actually let me further define my thoughts here. The regular set mythics are kind of awful, but there's a number of good rares and uncommons and commons that you can get, and then you have the white bordered and the future sight bordered cards, which is really where the meat of the set is. And of course, then you can get the future sight cards in a foil, which I think it's 1 out of every 27 packs. Don't quote me on that 100%, but I believe that's what I saw. And you can also get some of the random super powerful, like, what are they, alchemy only cards, like magic online cards only, like Oracle the Alpha, and you can get those in foil. Like I had pulled Rusco before, Clockmaker, the guy who makes midnight clocks. And then there's a few others in which they didn't make in a non-foil treatment. So for instance, like Command Tower, they did in a special, they only have it in foil. There's a few others that they did that with. So you can only pull them in foil. Actually, I think there's a number, right? So there's Gix, Urza, there's a number of them that they only made in foil. They didn't make them in non-foil. So those are kind of like the big hits of the product. I did find it interesting that Mystery Booster 2 really did tap into a lot more recent sets. So it didn't quite pull out the same nostalgia drug, but still pretty sweet product, which is unsurprising given, Gavin Verhey kind of was involved. And every time he's involved in a set, it seems to be a better set. Like Final Fantasy. Okay, Knight of Meadowgrain, Stasis Snare, Pendril Drake. Okay, Shepherd of Rot. Of course, unfortunately, versus Mystery Booster 1, there's not going to be a Demonic Tutor in an uncommon slot or Rhystic Study in a common slot potential. Diagraph Ghoul, Strafe, Reckless Impulse, Kenrith's Transformation, Hunter's Mark. Am I going to read every card? Containment Construct, Coffin Queen, okay. Spirit of the Labyrinth. I don't think I've pulled that one yet. That's a mean card. Engineered Explosives. Cool. I definitely had not pulled that one yet. Now, I don't care about the playtest cards. Okay? So let me just state that now for the record. I do not care, even though Madlands, or really any of the playtest lands are cool, but not what I'm here for. Okay? But in the sealed thing, it's probably really cool, right? All That Glitters. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go a little bit quicker. Massacre. Inspired Tinkering. Good uncommon. Good Goblin Matron. Hedge Troll. There's an oldie. Heartstone. Not to be confused with Hearthstone. Juramoka's Command. Bubble. I don't think I pulled one of those yet. Okay, and we do have a foil. And I do believe that's one of the foil-only foils. Squee, Goblin Nabob. I do believe that was only in foil in this treatment. So it's actually kind of a hit. In fact, you're going to go over there. Now, hopefully that means that we still have, because that's early in the box. Hopefully that means we could still have another... Ooh, Reanimate. Yeah, I'm going to throw you up there. Dress Down. Paradoxical Outcome. In Arena. There's an oldie. Which came with a book. Back in the day. Along with and a different book was Mana Crypt, and then there was, what were the other ones? I can't even remember. One of them was really bad. Moonblessed Cleric. Exuberant Fuselain. A lot of really good uncommons and commons in this product. Garth One Eye. Yep. Still haunting me. Hey, Thought Vessel in the white border. That's sweet. Is that a full border kobolds? Full art, I mean, not full border. Full art kobolds of Carekeep. Big score. Herald of Secret Streams. That's a pretty good card. Seed Time. Don't think I pulled you yet. And Future Sight, the namesake. I would love to see an Urza Saga. Of course, who wouldn't, right? Oh my god, Cryptic Expires is even this product. Oh my god. I already know that. Bad Moon. Oh, I haven't seen you yet. Cabal Coffers in the white border. And then Giver Runes, which I had pulled the foil of before, my last box, I think it was. Good card. Oh, Cabal Coffers. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make some kind of... Yeah, I'm going to make some kind of like good pile. That's what I'm going to do. Which, I guess, Giver Runes is pretty cheap at this point. Engineer Explosives is a nice hit. Cabal Coffers is a nice hit. So that'll be a nice hit. Ooh, Boar. Crystalline Crawler. Culling the Weak. Yeah. Ancient Stirrings. Okay. I do like that artwork. Okay, last pack of the first row. Beseech the Queen. That is a really good uncommon. And Grist, because I'm just going to pull MH2 Mythics. Walking Ballista in the Future Sight border. That is sweet. Leyline of the Void used to be special until it got like a dozen reprints in 2 years. Now I'm sitting on tons of copies of Leyline of the Void. But Walking Ballista in the Future Sight. Ooh, Circaon Red. Yeah, nope, not what I thought it was. And Leovold. Okay. Prismatic Ending in the white bordered. Tower of the Magistrate. Ooh. Ooh. What is on the top of my card? Yeah, fuzz or something. That's great. All right, I need to make space here for stuff. There we go. All right. Elfheim Palace. Clever Impersonator. I pulled a lot of these out of this product. Once Upon a Time. Okay. And Lightning Greaves. Another good one in the Future Sight border. There might be a few of these random cards that I miss. Because either I'm just not overly familiar with that card or Slumgar. Comet! Alright, that is a mythic. Off the white bordered. And so this was a card that had never truly been printed before. And when the set first dropped, this card had some value, but then people quickly threw up their copies in it. And it crashed because, well, it's not particularly good. Poison Tip Archer, and a Chroma. This is what I've talked about, where the mythics aren't great. Yeah, Ghost Quarters, not a bad uncommon, and Hostage Taker. And more fuzz on top of the cards. You know what? Ghost Quarter, you can go over there. Hostage Taker, not so much. Angel's Trumpet. And we got Rel, otherwise known as Sarkhan. If you know, you know. Minx and Boo! So that is 2 Planeswalker Mythics off the white borders. And Ernum Jin. God, I loved this card when I was young. Hey, look, 4 mana for a 4/5 used to be a stellar rate. Ruined Crab. Treetop Village. Chromatic Spear. Tristani for another. You know what? I don't want to mix these in with these terrible mythics that come in the actual product. Grist isn't terrible, but the rest? Leovold wouldn't be terrible if he wasn't banned in Commander, which it's banned in Commander probably for a good reason. But I am on team unban everything. Let the people sort it out. All right, we got Veil Summer, Goblin Gang Leader. Veil Summer feels like a good hit in the white bordered. Not a card I'll play with, but. Finnorn Elves, Terra Sunder, God Pharaoh's Gift, Mardu Outrider, Counterspell in the Future Sight border. Still a playable card to this day. It's wild. All right. Pawn of Ulamog, Twinferno. Quicksand. AC. All right, that's a good mythic. Thank you. Snow-covered island and City of Brass. Oh, okay. Future Sight border, City of Brass. Snow-covered island's cool. Not cool enough. Oh, that's spicy. All right, so what are we on? We're on our last 8 packs here. Okay. Overall, right now, I'm not unhappy. I'm not unhappy. Especially at the price that they charged this whole thing at. Two-handed axe. Cloythus. That is another pretty good mythic. Sphinx of the Steel Wind. So that's 3 mythics off the white borders, but none so far off of the future sites. Power Matrix. Fire Blast, Hydra's Growth, and Liliana from M21. Yeah, it's a lot of mythics. I don't know if I want a lot of mythics. All right, we got Preordained in the white border, which is cool, and Eater of the Dead, which is a really cool reprint in the Future Sight border. Guy's Gift. Pandemonium. Because I almost skipped past the rare. Because I forgot that was a rare. Summoner's Pact in the white border. And Torpor Orb. Fine. In fact, Eater of Dead, you can go over there too. Okay. Let's keep going. Minx and Boo and Comet. That's funny. Rumor Gatherer. Sliver. Teferi. From Thopter Foundry. Okay. This row is not doing well. All right, we got Thopter Foundry. Hey, there's a good one. Krark Clan Ironworks. That's a good one. Little KCI. Combo Enabler and a half. Cleric Class. Mog Infestation. Oops. Ay. It's like I'm a rookie. Here we go. Anyways, Mog Infestation. Ponder in the white bordered. Erratic Portal. Okay. And we got 3 packs left. Overall, pretty good. Pretty good. Patriarch Seal. Prosh. That's yet another mythic. Deafening Silence, which is not bad. Control of the Court from Portal 3 Kingdoms. I think so. Yep. And Mother's Yamazaki. Control of the Court is actually probably not a terrible little pull right there. I don't like discarding cards at random on purpose. But I guess in some ways you kind of want to put certain cards in the graveyard, don't you? All right, Berserker's Onslaught. Hey, Balls of Citadel. Cool. White borders have done really well in this particular box. Back to basics, but still no mythics out of the future site. But that's not a bad one at all, is it? Okay, last pack. Well, appreciate you all watching out there. It's kind of fun. I still enjoy this product. If they do another one, I'll probably buy it again. Okay. All right. Come on, something cool. Oh, Goblin Chain Whirler is not a bad rare. Basilisk Gate. Okay. What is on these cards? And Chain of Vapor to finish us off. Okay, so no Urza Saga, but overall got a number of pretty cool cards, especially at the price point that Wizards charged for this product, which was not frankly, it was a pretty fair price, I think I'd say. That Squee, that is one of the special Squee, that is one of the special where they had the character cards that they printed in the Future Sight borders. That is one of the lower end ones, but it's still a pretty good pull. I have no idea what that goes for. I haven't looked in a long time. If I were just placing a bet right now, I'd probably place a bet on $70, $80 for that thing. But it's probably high. It's probably high. It's probably like 30 or 40. But I'll find out right after this video. So AC, Cloythus, those are cool. Other mythics, I guess Gris is okay too. The other mythics are kind of womp womp. But Tower of the Magistrate, Walking Ballista, Engineer Explosives, Cabal Coffers, really cool Lightning Greaves, Minx and Boo, Comet, City of Brass, Clark Clan Ironworks. A lot of really cool cards. So appreciate you all watching out there. I will catch you, I guess, next time, sometime soon, maybe. Anyways, I'll see you. Bye.